is Monday.
All right, kids, listen, I need y'all to call me at 833-390-KRBE, all right? And if you have ever been in a sorority, if you are an adult woman now who was in a sorority, where you know what sorority life is all about, this is a very polarizing topic for some people. Either you eye roll it and you're like, oh, God, I can't with this. What is this? Waste of time. I don't get this. Or you're like, this is one of the most amazing things for a college experience for a girl in your life. Now, the reason I bring this up is because it's back to school, and there are a lot of colleges and universities. Obviously, they're getting going. Kids are getting moved in and all that. And then I feel like, listen, my oldest is a 9th grader. I have a niece who's a senior in high school this year. I did not rush, but I went my freshman year to SMU, which is a giant school for that. It is major at SMU, this part of life, fraternities and sororities. I did not rush because I didn't get it. My mom did not know about this stuff, and I ended up, going to U of H anyway my sophomore year. And U of H has they call it Greek life. Don't be confused with me. I'm Greek, but I'm Greek like Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta. They are Greek. That's what it's called. All the sororities have Greek letters. And the reason I want to bring this up, and the question I have is, I guess bid day is happening already right now. I mean, some kids they haven't even started school yet. And a lot of colleges over the years have transitioned to doing the sorority fraternity groupings at the beginning of the freshman year before they even get going with classes, which I feel like is really tough because at least my year at SMU, it was a spring situation. So as freshmen, we all got to know each other in the quad. I met lots of different girls and guys. And then when I came back from Christmas break, everybody had like their houses. But that doesn't mean I wasn't friends with them anymore because I didn't do it. I was able to go, like I went to a party at this house and I went to a party at this house. I wasn't in it, but I was able to enjoy it with them. And there are some people who live and die over these 3 Greek letters. They live and die. There was a girl that left my school because she did not get into school that her mother and her grandmother were in. I mean, into a house.
Into the sorority. Yeah.
She left the school.
Wow, because she didn't get in.
Yes, this is so massive for some families. And so big
you're like automatically in if your parents were there.
Oh, like a legacy.
Right.
Yeah.
They must have really not liked you.
So 833-390-KRBE, if you can explain, like, when are you supposed to start thinking about that if you think you want to do this? I'm asking
Roula,
for myself because my daughter is a freshman in high school. This is not on the radar. We're just trying to navigate life right now, kids, and keep our head above water.
if it's that important,
how do you know it's important?
that's what I'm wondering. Because my daughter didn't do it in her freshman year, but she joined a sorority in her sophomore year, and she enjoyed it.
And that's very rare, I feel like. 833-390-KRBE.
Right away nowadays.
The video that I'm specifically referring to is from University of Arkansas. They have no less than what looks like 1,000 girls in pink shirts. And it is bid day. Bid day is when all these girls are given the envelope of what house has chosen them. And some of the girls are screaming their brains out like they just met Taylor Swift. And other girls are standing there looking confused like, what the hell? So my question is, are girls getting envelopes, the ones that are so confused, are they getting envelopes that say no one picked you?
Or is it just
no house wants you?
I thought they...
Or are they getting it like, I didn't really want that house? Like how, if a Pi-Fi house, Eric, wants you and the 80 Pies want you, how do they choose who's going to get you?
Yeah, I was confused by this. In Arkansas, they only let one place pick you. I thought my sister, she was like an AO Pie or something, but she had like choices. She went to all those things. You go to all those parties.
Yeah, you meet all these
Like
houses,
Rush
you
Week?
meet all these mixers, and you meet all these girls.
And then they give you, invite you, so you have choices. Here it sounds like they choose you.
Well, that's what I thought bid day was. Because I remember, like, when I was at SMU and the girls were doing the thing, they ran to the house that chose them. But I don't know. And here's the other...
Like, how would they know? Do they talk to the other sororities and they fight over people?
That's what I'm asking. That's what I want 833-390-KRB to answer. I'm lining up your calls. Because here's the phenomenon, guys. As an adult woman of 3 kids, I have adult friends who were in sororities that will not tell you what they did.
No.
Yeah,
they take it to the grave, and they don't tell you how it works. So maybe if I ask questions, they might be like, you can't ask me that.
Something you said, though,
Like,
struck a chord with me. I mean, people that are literally willing to leave the campus because they didn't get into a sorority. First of all, you're 18. You're an adult right now. Is that, I mean, really?
But this was supported by her mother and her grandmother. They were like, oh, no way. This is ridiculous.
That's the way, you're going to
That's how
live your
important it
life.
is to their family.
You don't get your way, I'm going home.
Well, they just go, I'll go to another college.
I'll go to another school.
That will respect me, I guess. That's weird.
Well, here's the crazy thing. The one that she wanted to get into at our school, wasn't, I guess, as like cool factor as it was at the other school. I don't know. That's why I'm asking questions. Like the phenomenon, it is a phenomenon. Denise is up first. Hi, Denise. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
Did you were you in a sorority? I assume yes.
Yes, but it was quite a long time ago.
It's fine. You still had the bid day phenomenon, right? How did they do bid day?
Right.
Did they have to fight over you, Denise? Like, what if the 80 Pies or the Gamma Phi Betas or the KKGs said, we want Denise? And then Pi Phi's like, no, we want Denise. How does this work?
Well, at our school, you started out going to all the sororities, and then each day it got narrowed down. So when it actually came to bid day, you were down to 2. And if they both invited you, then you had to pick which way you were going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so in the envelopes that these girls are opening on Instagram, it could list like the 2 sororities that want them, and they run then to the house they want?
Well, let me back up. You go down to 2 days. I'm sorry. And then on bid day, you are notified which one actually selected you based on how you voted on those 2 the day before.
Oh,
So
I guess
if you drop down to I picked this one, then if they really wanted you, then you got a bid from them.
But what happens if you don't get anything? Like, are some of these girls opening envelopes and they're not seeing any bid? They're like, no, nobody wants you.
Well, that'd be.
Is that happening?
I have never heard of that happening because the final 2 that you have are 2 that actually extended you a bid.
Ah, okay. Okay. So we're not looking at girls being devastated by the fact that the envelope says nobody wants
Is there a
you.
limit? Like, football teams, you can only have so many players. Like,
Oh, yeah. What is the limit?
because I'm sure they'll take your money, and you don't all have to. You're not all staying at the sorority house. Only a certain amount do that.
Well, let's let Kat answer that question. Hi, Kat. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Great,
We're
good.
fine. So you went through this?
I didn't, but my sister did, and I just wanted to say I think it's more kind of like a job. Like you kind of have to do your resume in high school, build up your volunteer hours, and work with certain organizations that maybe the sorority you want to go to is connected with.
I do remember my daughter doing that, and this is only like 5 years ago. I remember her having to do the volunteer work, not having to do, but,
It always was so. You
she
do the
knew
volunteer
what
work
it
because
would
it's supposed to
take.
look good on your college resume no matter
So,
what.
like, right now, if you're like a junior in high school and you like do your homework and maybe that's the one you want to go to, you see what charities they do and stuff, and you do it in your town.
Right.
Can't hurt.
And then you show them your resume, and they'll be, wait, oh, you're already doing this with who we like to work with?
Okay,
Perfect.
yeah. And I guess with social media, Kat, it's a lot easier to deep dive what people want for the place where you're. Because, look, when I was a junior, I didn't know where I was going to go to school yet. But there are some families, we know families that are generational Longhorns, generational Aggies, generational Tigers.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, that's the school we're going to go to. Let me zero in on this. We have a lot of people who know
Take one more.
how this works, but I still don't know how this works and when you're supposed to be getting it ready. Let's go to Madison on the line. Hi, Madison. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Morning, Madison.
You want to tell us what your sorority was?
Yeah, what I was going to say is based on like what you're talking about with the video. So how we did it at our school was you would kind of how the lady said before, you would write down your like top picks and then they would write down who their top picks were, like the houses. So the houses would choose you just as much as you would choose them. So when they're opening the envelope and some people look disappointed, you can bid for multiple houses. Like you can say, these are my top 2 houses. And then whoever picks you, you go to them. But you can also do like what we called suicide bidding, where you would only bid for one house. If you didn't get it, you didn't get it.
Oh, okay.
And
But
that
they
means
would
you're out.
call the night before. Yeah, and then you would just be out. But they would call you the night before, the day before, something like that, and tell you, hey, you didn't get a bid, so you didn't show up to an empty envelope.
Do the various sororities, do the other sororities
That's
know,
good.
like, oh, she's being wooed by these guys or she's being wooed by those girls? I mean, do they know?
I mean, yes. I mean, Rush is basically like, I went to Texas State, so we did it as like, always did it Labor Day weekend, and it was this big thing, and you would go to all 8 houses or whatever. So all 8 houses are trying to fill their numbers. So at the end of the day, like, you're not going to go into one house and be like, oh, I'm really loving, Delta Zeta, and saying that to like a Zeta house. Like, you're never going to tell them that you're loving another house.
Uh-huh.
So everybody's trying to get their numbers. So it kind of just comes down to like who you like bond with the most and everything, and if the person that like is rushing you likes you.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like that's so tough because everyone changes like the first semester.
Oh, God, yes.
And then you're meeting these kids, and you don't know what they're going to be like just after 1 week, and then you're stuck with them.
Well, then I was reading up yesterday
Like
when
with
I saw
anything.
this, guys, and it gets so intimidating, like from a parent's perspective, it didn't do this because some people are convinced that this sets you up for life. The networking of a sorority or fraternity will
I would
set
hope
you
not.
up for the rest of your life with networking.
If you go to certain places like Skull and Bones or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that Harvard? Or was
No,
that Yale?
I think it was Yale.
Yeah. it was
Skull
Yale.
and
I saw
Bones
that
Society.
movie.
Yeah, who was that? Jeremy Jackson was in that? Jonathan
Yeah.
Jackson?
Paul
George
Walker
Bush was
from
in
Dawson's
that.
Creek?
Was in
I mean,
that
Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, he was the bad guy, right? Or no,
Yeah.
he was,
We'll have to look it up because I know what you're talking about, but I didn't see it. But that's different. That is a whole other secret society, Eric. These are at least out there, and they've got houses. Okay, this is a to be continued situation because I go to the listener line, 713-278-VENT. That's 8368. If you're a senior in high school, is it too late now already then? You're not going to get one
No,
next
you'll be
year?
fine.
Like, this feels so
they need
like
the money. She just
so
said
much
it.
despair.
They need money.
Coming up next, we want to give you the big news on how you're going to score tickets for the weekend. And we're going to have a Roses update with Tanya after she found out her husband and father of her 5 children was messing around with the nanny.
Jimmy and his good vibes with Maria.
Oh, my God.
Positive energy.
He's taking a page from the Matthew McConaughey Oscar speech. Well, let's hear the recap after you hear. I mean, we'll do the recap in case you missed it, then do the update next on KRBE.
Now, time for a Roses update
Hope you guys are ready for this.
on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Okay, roll it. 104.1 KRBE.
All right, parental discretion is advised. Tanya and Jimmy, they're married with 5 kids.
17 years they're married.
Yeah,
with
but
5 children.
they now have a 26-year-old nanny named Maria because Tanya went back to work. You know, she was working remote for a few years. She went back to work. Now, Jimmy is alone with her 3 days a week.
Because he's mobile working, remote working from home.
They've had no romance whatsoever lately, which is very odd for her.
That's Tanya and Jimmy has it, not Maria and Jimmy.
Yeah. And the nanny cam has
Somebody
been
is.
disabled.
So listen, she came to us because she had real questions and we were going to get her some answers, whether she was going to get good news or bad. That's what Rose is about on Thursdays after 7 o'clock. You go to krbe.com to contact us about your relationship. So she's listening in to the conversation that I was having with Jimmy. And, you know, she gave me the points to talk to him about. So he knew that it wasn't going to be some like robocall or something. And she listened in intently as I asked him, who do you want to send a dozen red roses to, Jimmy? Here's what he said.
Maria, please wear that red outfit again. Yeah, she wore this red dress. And, you know, good energy, good vibes. Just put Jimmy with a heart on the back.
Wow. I guess I got my answer. Wear the red. How nice. Thank you so much.
It's really not the way it sounds.
Are you really going to say that right now?
Listen, I mean, she's 26. She's good to us and good to our kids. And you know, yeah, you know, I mean,
Yeah, it sounds like she's been very good to you, too.
you know, I mean, it's nice to have this young energy around, you know? I mean, it just, you know, some new vibrations, but, you know, it's not.
What the hell
What
are you
is this,
talking
this
about?
new
New
vibration
vibrations
stuff?
and vibes and good things. Has there actually been something physical between you and Maria, or are you the creepy dad that is all over the nanny?
Hoping.
No. I think she's very flirtatious, but we don't take it any further.
What do you mean
than
she's flirtatious? You're being flirtatious, sending her red roses and putting a card like that.
It's like you know, giving a kid a cookie.
If she wasn't interested in him, there's no way she would let him drive her home.
Again, it's not that serious, you know. It's not like it sounds. You know.
It is serious.
You sure are making this like it's nothing. It is a big old something.
That's
We
serious.
And I
all
feel like
just
everything
heard
that
you
you're
say
not saying is absolutely, like, I feel like I'm listening to your justification and the foreplay of you guys getting together just through everything you're not saying.
Flip the script, dude. How would you feel if your wife were behaving this way?
I mean, if he had good energy, you know, and you know, he was good with the kids, and she, you know, and she got. I just think that we should open things up to, you know, the universe more a little bit.
Oh my God! I can't.
no.
Can we just turn down his line, Tanya?
Oh,
we don't
God.
need any more of
Tanya,
this.
is he always like this?
Yeah, but this is like the worst version of it.
What a mess. I want to know what you're going to do.
Are you going to fire Maria?
I have 5 kids and a full-time job. So, no, not right away. I mean, I have to talk to her first, and, you know, I can't fire her till I find somebody else. So real fun times at home.
Oh my God, that is true.
I would
That
have
is the
family or
worst.
make him have to stay all week.
I'm hoping that your kids didn't pick up on any of this or witness any of this. You said you've
At
got
least not
children.
the older ones. At least not the older
Yeah,
ones.
that are
Well, kids are
15.
pretty observant.
And anybody that's a nanny looking for a job, there is an opening for 5 kids
Yeah, just
for you
text
to
us.
watch.
5 kids and a husband.
5 kids and a husband.
Nobody wants that. I'm not going to take that job under that guy's creeper and already got the nanny.
Hell
I'm like,
no.
oh God, this is the hardest part. All right, listen. So there have been some days that have passed, and we wanted to check back in with Tanya to see what has happened since we had that conversation. And we are very appreciative of her being,
Available.
and wanting to tell us. So let's talk to her now. Hi, Tanya. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, Tanya, what happened
Morning.
after that phone call?
The first thing I did, I just went straight to the stores. And on her next shift, I called out. I stayed home from work, and I confronted Maria.
Uh-oh.
I was very kind to her, and, I think she's very deer in the headlights. And I don't think she expected to be caught, or, certainly she had no warning.
But you never told her?
No, I mean, I told her,
Usually they'll do a preventative strike. You know,
Yeah.
like, hey, you better say this and that. My wife's on to us.
Wow, he just left her out there to,
Yeah.
Get blindsided.
yeah.
But then maybe he didn't sleep with her.
What did you find out from Maria?
at first she denied everything and just said, your husband's been flirting with me then, if that's what you're picking up on, kind of thing, like turning it into, I didn't do anything wrong, but if you think you suspect something, it's all on his end. Then I called her out on the ride home and I go, oh, well then is there a problem with your Uber? Like, is it about money? Because I could pay for the Uber rides. Why did you need him to drive you home?
Yeah, because if you don't like the guy, why would you want the creeper around you? That's right.
You're
good
welcoming
call.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
That's when I could see on her face, she sort of copped to more, like, well, she did allow him to take her home.
No,
and,
she was into
really
it.
didn't say anything.
Okay, so clearly there's a mutual situation going on there. So now where does it stand with your husband? Or where does it stand with Maria? Did you fire her right away? Because remember you're saying 5 kids, that's tough, man. You have a full-time job. What are you doing with her now?
I gave her a proper notice, and my sister's actually stepping up and going to come and help. So
Oh, well, that's
that
good.
gives me time to find someone, and yeah.
What's up with Jimmy? Are you giving him his walking papers?
No, I just told 5 kids that Daddy is on a vacation for work. They really needed him, and we don't know how long he'll be away.
What? That's crazy. Vacation
But I mean,
for work.
that's a lot if the kids do lose their dad
Process.
and the
Yeah, the
nanny.
Whole
Yeah,
world's
and
been
he's-
turned upside
he's
down.
staying with his parents, and I assume he'll get an apartment after that.
And we still don't know if he slept with her or not 100%.
Does it matter?
I know he's trying to.
The fact that
the
fact that
you
he
could go to
wanted
therapy
her-
and try and work things out.
I don't know.
You know what really strikes me is I remember you telling us
Yeah.
that he disabled the cameras. So clearly they're trying to hide
You
something.
need to hire a male.
A manny.
A manny.
Manny?
Yeah.
and say, okay.
And then he
here's
sends it to him again.
Really good vibes and energy.
Yeah,
Here's
the universe.
red underwear.
Tanya, I'm sorry for everything you're going through. I know everything is upside down. We appreciate the time you took to call us back and give us an update. And we really do wish you the best of everything because it's tough. 5 kids, full-time job, and now uncertain marriage. Take care of yourself, and I hope it all works out for the way you want it to.
Thanks so much. Thanks for your help.
All right, you take care.
Man, that stinks.
Good luck.
That
5
stinks.
kids.
Well, you just keep saying it like you've never heard of it before.
No, I'm just saying that much responsibility, and he could actually pull some crap like this.
Well, it's what's so
it
obnoxious
just
is
boggles the mind.
having to find somebody to care for your kids is one of the hardest things I have had to do as a mother. It is unearned trust. You are hiring somebody you hope to God will love your kids, care for your kids, and not
Protect.
neglect them, not steal from you, not mistreat them, and you don't have that proof until it happens. Somebody can come with, oh, how do you know? Who do you know? And, oh, let me go to this app. Let me find some help. Let me go to this website. But how do you really know?
And the last
the
thing
fact
you
that
should
she
have to
found
worry
somebody
about-
that she trusted and these kids loved, and now this happened. It's
Hiring
just sucks
somebody
so
and
bad for her.
having to worry about, is he gonna or she gonna mess with my man?
Go to krbe.com if you feel something going on in your gut about your relationship that you just don't quite have the answers for. That's what we do on Thursdays at 7:00, and we'll try and get you the help that you need. That's for sure. All right, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, Quentin Tarantino. I'm going to just flat out tell you guys, I can't watch most of his movies.
Oh, I love his films.
And I know so many
That's
people
sad.
do. I just can't because I can't with brutality.
He's a brilliant filmmaker.
There's a lot of brutality. And there are some people who are such big Quentin Tarantino fans that they're like, no, everything is genius. Like what you're saying, Ryan. I know, Eric, you like him too. My husband likes him. But the favorite movie that he's ever made in your eyes is probably not the one he's ever made in his eyes. He surprised a lot of people over the weekend. We'll talk about it next in Scoop on KRBE.
Celebrity Scoop, the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric on KRBE.
It is brought to you by Taqueria Arandas. And in case you missed this, starting today between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., anytime you hear us play a song that includes The Weeknd in it, whether it's his own song or he's being featured in the song, be caller 104, and you'll score tickets to see him at NRG Stadium at the end of August. And then we'll make you a finalist to upgrade to floor seats.
Oh, man, those upgrades are awesome.
Do you know the phone number to the studio here? Well, let me tell you so you can make it a contact and save it. It's 833-390-KRBE. That's 5723. That way you just have it saved and you're not fumbling around thinking, what's the number? What's the number? I'm panicking. Weekend tickets could be yours between 9 and 5. All right. So Quentin Tarantino is being highlighted in the article, and he was talking about all the different things that he's done projects on, right? He was on the Church of Tarantino podcast, and he was asked which of his films are his favorite. Now, this is a big question for big directors like Scorsese or Spielberg or Quentin Tarantino. The first movie I ever saw of his was
Pulp Fiction?
Yes, thank you. God, brain fart.
He did Reservoir Dogs before that.
Yeah, it was.
But you got to figure they're each like like a child.
Yeah.
Like, things that happen in your life at that time. If you're married, you have kids, and you're doing that. It's got to all
triggers
add into
memories. You remember
Awards.
that time frame.
Did he do Dusk Till Dawn?
No, that was he acted in it.
Okay,
but he did not direct.
That's why I was confused about it, because he was in it.
So far, directed 9 films. He's always said he's only going to direct 10 films, and the final film he's doing is a continuation of the last film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Although this one's going to focus primarily on Brad Pitt's character.
Which he got 3 Oscar nominations for that, but didn't win any of them.
He's not quitting, though. He's like, I can still do streaming and stuff, he said. That's how he's getting out of it.
What's his connection to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric? Well, it was a scoop story I did about Quentin years ago, maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. How long were you doing Look at Me Now? Where he told his mother when he was 12 years old, if I ever make a penny off of what I'm doing, I'm never going to share it with you, because his mom was shutting down his dreams. He would write stuff, and he would tell her how he wanted to write these plays.
She was a
and
dream
movies,
smasher.
and she smashed his dreams. Like, oh my God, that's not going to make you. You're not going to do anything with that. Get a real job. Think of a real job that you're going to do when you're older.
Still, though,
and he
that's a
said,
grudge.
if I ever make a dime off of what I want to do in my dreams, you're never going to have a piece of it. And to this day, he has kept fast to that. He has never shared his fortunes with his mom. And that's where the conception of Look at Me Now came on our show. It's one of those, look at me now, Mom. You told me I'm never going to be anything. I'm an Academy Award winning director.
She's probably like, well, because I lit that fire under you.
Yeah, because I bullied you.
one of those
I made you a better person.
So what movie is his favorite then?
His favorite movie
Pulp
is
Fiction's
Kill
too obvious.
Bill.
Kill
His
Bill.
favorite
Kill Bill?
movie is Kill Bill.
Well, it was 2 parts. Think about it. It was 6 hours on film almost.
It was a good.
He
one.
said Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is one of his favorites, but he thinks Kill Bill is the ultimate. Like, nobody else could have made it, he said. Every aspect about it is so particularly ripped from my imagination. Kill Bill is the movie I was born to make. Inglourious Bastard is my masterpiece.
I think so.
And Once Upon a Time is my favorite, but but he has to put Kill Bill at the top because that's the ultimate movie.
Yeah,
Eric, how would you rank it?
Ooh, top 3?
Yeah.
For me, Pulp Fiction, just because of the time when I remember watching it. It was just so like eye-opening the way they shot it out of sequence and things tied in. So I put Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Bastards, and then maybe Once Upon a Time. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'd go Inglourious Bastards. Django was so good.
Django Unchained.
And then I would do Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, Django
So y'all
was
didn't have
good.
Kill Bill in your top 3.
I did like Kill Bill.
It was
a lot.
really good. It was funny, but it's comical violence.
So he got an Academy Award for Pulp Fiction's original screenplay. He got an Academy Award for the original screenplay of Django Unchained, but he did not win any of the... I said Academy Award winning director, but he's an Academy Award winning director, but not He's a
didn't
director
win.
who has Academy
Yes.
Awards, but not for directing.
Yeah, he still has
for
had that.
screenplays. So he's been up, let's see, how many times? 2, 4, 6, 8 times for Oscars.
I feel like if I was going to show somebody his work, I'd let him watch Pulp Fiction
First.
because
Yeah.
there's a lot of monologues, like in The Hateful Eight. There's like
that was a good one, too.
There's like 40 minutes of them in like a carriage going across the snow, and I'm like, there's a lot of dialogue.
But the dialogue is so
It's
riveting.
It's really good, but I'm just saying if you're a rookie into his world, you got to ease him into
Was
it.
the Hateful Eight where they had to go to the haberdashery?
No, they were on a big cabin that was kind of like the stop.
The post,
like
the post where, like, you-
Yeah, I think
they-
that's the haberdashery.
goods and stuff.
I don't know
Haberdashery
what
is just like,
haberdashery is.
that's just clothing and
Sounds like
hats
a,
or whatever.
That was a Danish.
Ryan, did you say that he's directing the sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah.
No, he's not, he says. He said that in that podcast, Quentin Tarantino says he wrote the script for the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood follow-up, but he will not be directing it. He's giving that job to David Fincher, who will direct it instead for Netflix.
Oh, he changed it. Okay.
Yeah, he said he did not want his 10th and final film to be a sequel.
The one with Brad Pitt. Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
He actually did a treatment. He submitted a treatment for a Star Trek movie with Chris Pine, and they said it was so wild and off the charts that they wouldn't do it.
It wouldn't work. This ain't going to make sense.
What was the one? Oh, True Romance. You ever see that one?
Oh, yeah. Brad Pitt was in that.
Yeah, he wrote it.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's his boy, huh?
Yeah.
And so is
But
Leo.
He didn't direct that one, though.
Okay.
I think Oliver Stone did, I think. And Natural Born Killers, did he write that one, or was that Oliver Stone write that one? Just at the time of the 90s, there's so many
He didn't
things
do
like-
Natural Born Killers.
I don't know if he wrote that or I can't remember.
What's the
He didn't
California
direct
with the K with Juliette Lewis and Brad Pitt? Is that
Oh,
also
yeah.
Quentin or no?
Nope.
No.
It's not Quentin. The other day, I you know how
Jackie Brown. That was
you know how I
Oh,
live my
that's
life
good,
with
too.
my one AirPod and my AirPod in my one ear and just let it roll. So the movies that made us is I don't know why the tile came back up on Netflix.
I was watching it this
excited.
weekend, too.
Well, because I thought it was new. They put the tile up like they have a new movie and they just bamboozle you and say, oh no, that's still the same one.
I watched RoboCop's
It's Dirty
making.
Dancing, it's Home Alone, it's whatever. And, speaking of directors and how they came about, it's funny how we have these directors now that are so revered in Hollywood. And we, as cinema viewers or movie viewers, respect them as well. Like Spielberg on the 50th anniversary of Jaws. He was a guy in his 20s that nobody trusted him. Like, I don't know, this is going to suck. The whole industry's talking about how you're over budget and this shark doesn't work.
Yep.
And he became Spielberg, right? Chris Columbus, who directed Home Alone, was supposed to direct for his first directorial debut, was supposed to be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And guess why he didn't do it? He started it. He said Chevy Chase is the biggest blank hole in the world.
yeah,
And haven't we heard all these stories about Chevy Chase
Yeah.
being such a blank hole?
Everyone says
He
it.
said that when he was directing Chevy Chase for National Lampoon's, Chevy Chase would not look at him, not listen to him, wouldn't give him the time of day. He thought he was too green and dumb, and you're not going to tell me what to do. You're a dumb, brand new director. And he just said, I can't do this. And John Hughes said, no, you shouldn't do this. You need to do something else. So John Hughes wrote, they cranked out the whole thing with Home Alone. Anyway, it's just very interesting how the directors become the big names we know. And you can watch this on the movies that made us on Netflix.
And I was right about Minnie's haberdashery in Hateful Eight, so there you go.
There you go.
For what's going down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Well, my apologies, Kevin. I'm
but
sorry.
90% of us are like, I don't even know what the hell it is.
It was such a
Haberdashery.
word. I was like, haberdashery. That's a
Haberdashery.
fun
That's
word.
You should use that your next telemarketer turnaround, the telescammers.
Yeah.
Haberdashery.
I'm in my haberdashery.
Buc-ee's should use that.
They're going to think, yeah, haberdashery.
It is. Hey,
You're
it is.
haberdashery.
It's like
You're 190 miles away from there.
It's like a Frontier Buc-ee's is kind of like what it's supposed to be. All right, this is brought to you
With
by
guns.
Tachys Fiber. We've heard about restaurant weeks and all the different theater weeks.
HoustonRestaurantWeeks.com.
Now, Texas Cocktail Week is launching in Houston. It's going to be September 14th through the 21st. Houston cocktail lovers can get $20 passports for a whole week that lets them enjoy specialty cocktails at $7.13 a piece at more than 25 different bars and restaurants around Houston. The lineup so far includes Bar Blue Dorn, Navy Blue, Julep, Reserve 101, Two-Headed Dog, Bandista, Bayou and Bottle, and Doris Metropolitan. Also, Johnny's Gold Brick, Nickel City, Camaraderie, and Hugo's.
Can I just show up with my real passport and say, look at where I've been. Can I have a cocktail?
Reserve 101 would be good with all the bourbons.
Yeah. So at the end of the week, everybody can vote for the People's Choice Best Cocktail, and the profits from the passport sales will be donated to charity. So the cocktail passports go on sale September 1st.
Is the charity the Human Fund?
Yeah, the Human Fund.
Where
Me.
you would just put it in your own
No,
wallet?
it's going to go to local
Some
charities.
girl named Charity.
Girl,
No,
charity
not on the
outside
poll.
stage. Charity on the sign stage.
I know we're going to do roundtable. I saw a story. Would you guys trust a robot to carry your baby in China?
Like hold it, like here, hold my baby. I gotta go get a shopping cart.
The pregnancy, the baby will now. In China, they're working on this.
It'll gestate inside a robot.
Yeah.
Why does China want Rise of the Machines to be real? Why? Did you see in China they're doing the robot games? It's terrifying.
Yeah, they won that.
The robot Olympics terrified me over the weekend. I had bad dreams. Now they want the robot to carry the baby.
That's
but it's a robot.
The future.
How do you have tissue and fluid if you're a robot? All right, we'll find out.
They're working on it in China.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Oh, my God. I can't outrun those robots.
They're everywhere.
Okay, we'll talk about it next on KRVE.
Good morning from the Bell Furniture Unbeatable Prices Traffic Desk. In downtown, I-45 North Freeway, southbound at I-10, it looks like some emergency road work is blocking the eastbound exit ramp. 59 East Tex Freeway, southbound at North Park Drive. An accident will cost you at least 15 minutes from 99. 59 Southwest Freeway, northbound at the 610 West Loop. This crash has you stop and go from the West Park Tollway. I'm Becca Parker with your KRBE Traffic Check.
This traffic report is brought to you by Exclusive Furniture.
Save big, save now. During Exclusive Furniture's Labor Day sale, save the tax on beautiful designer furniture and mattresses. Enjoy free delivery, plus no interest for 60 months. See store for details.
Exclusive Furniture, where low prices live.
Hey, it's Ryan for Xfinity. History had the gold rush, then came the oil boom, then the tech boom. But right now, it's the Wi-Fi boom. And Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming. Xfinity has everything you need to tap into the Wi-Fi boom with serious, powerful, and extremely reliable connections. It's got 99.99% network reliability and incredibly low lag, so your streams are smoother than making a decision on what you want to stream. Did I mention that you can even connect to hundreds of devices? So your kids, your parents, your poker group, and whoever else is at home can all experience the Wi-Fi boom with Xfinity. And the Wi-Fi isn't the only thing that's booming. Get the most reliable Wi-Fi and our best in-class equipment for one consistent price for 5 years guaranteed. All in. Plus, get unlimited data included and no annual contract. All with a 5-year guarantee from Xfinity. Visit Xfinity.com. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Visit Xfinity.com to learn more. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New residential customers only. Select plans only. Xfinity Gateway with X5 Complete required for unlimited data, except in certain areas. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards. USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024. Actual speeds vary.
Tired of burnout, bad vibes, and drinking 6 iced coffees just to feel something? Yeah! Try the Daily Juice with Audrey Rose on KRVE.
I look forward every day to your affirmations. I love your energy.
It's like a midday mental reset without the celery.
Drops daily at 1:05 p.m.
Side effects may include smiling at your desk, accidental chair dancing, and realizing you're not the only one.
Keep up doing what you're doing because you bring a lot of happiness to people. You make their day.
Your workday soundtrack is on KRVE with 3 hours of nonstop hit music at 9:45 a.m., 11:45 a.m., and 3:45 p.m. And Audrey Rose from noon to 3. Only on 104.1 KRVE.
Family owned and operated for 19 years. Clear Choice Independent Lexus is Texas's top-rated Lexus repair shop with master-level service at value pricing. Don't just take our word for it. Check out over 800 5-star Google reviews. Call 713-MY-LEXUS to book your service. 713-MY-LEXUS.
Hi, my name is Jordan, and I can't say enough about the staff and the doctors at The Joint Chiropractic. They're convenient, affordable, plus I never need an appointment.